Okay, lot number 115 through 138, December 12th, 2020, Wards and Bud Haynes Firearms Auction, non-restricted lots. This is number 115 on the 86. Just basic functionality and anything that sort of, listen to him psycho, anything that hits me in the eye, anything I remember while we're talking about him. Not about details about things, not really about bores either. Just got off the phone, somebody else asking about bores. I don't give opinions on bores for the most part. I'm going to break that rule. Oh, sorry, this is lot number 116, the Marlin. Feels nice. I'm going to break that rule a couple of times on this video and also explain why I don't really discuss bores. Lot number 117 on the 86. Filthy. I mean, you can see that it just needs a really good bath. A really good bath. And as an example, this is one that I took from the same collection and I took it and cleaned it. And so it was virtually identical to that, to the bottom one. In fact, the butt I did not clean. So when whoever buys this one takes it home, they're going to see what it did look like. Just gentle. Obviously, you don't go in there with a power wheel and all the rest of it. I only did one. I didn't ask permission, so if the consignor watches this and says, hey, I didn't give you permission to clean my gun, then I'll face that consequence when the time comes. But it's a, you know, that was 4 hours in the garage, watching TV, drinking beer, and cleaning guns, and that to me is a great way. It was probably more like a Saturday evening. But this one's just as filthy. Cycling quite nicely though. You can hear it as we go along, and that's the point of the videos. While I get distracted. 118 on the 95 here. Feels a bit sluggish. It is cycling, but it is, you know, full disclosure, it's a bit sluggish there. That's a saddle ring missing. And so it's serviceable. It's going to need a little bit of attention on that one. This is the one that I cleaned. I probably took this one because I really quite liked it. Full octagonal barrel, 119 on the 86 here. It was probably a lot more sluggish when I took it because I cleaned it up. I didn't take it apart and do all that. So some of the internals were just flushed, and I didn't by any means, like, you're still going to take it home and do more. I just spent, but literally, you know, when it's that dirty, it was 4 hours. On this 95, lot number 120, it's been reblued. It's a flat side. It's been reblued. I think they did a pretty decent job of it, and you know, obviously it was polished down beforehand, but you can still see the markings in it quite nicely. Cycle's nice, and the bore is actually not bad. So the fact that it had to get, or chose to get reblued, you know, it wasn't because it was wore right out, because the bore is actually not bad. It's not brand new by any means. So there's an opinion that I don't like to give. Because if you don't actually measure it, if you don't measure lands and grooves, then what does it really mean? I know other people, be it auction sites or retailers or online sellers, will talk about shiny or black and whatever. I stopped about 6 years ago giving opinions, because you give an opinion and you say it's a whatever out of 10, and somebody gets it and they say, no, I disagree with you, and it turns into a big thing. So if I say nothing, then I'm better off. 121 on the 92. Nothing really to report on that. It's older, but you can hear it. It's cycling quite nicely. Half cock and cock. Now as far as the bores go, back to that again. We did, starting this sale, is the first time that we've been adding some photos of bores, and we sort of chose our battles, and we're going to add more even though we're 2 days away from the sale ending. 122 is the next one on the 73. We're going to still add some more, and we're going to choose the ones that make the most sense, the older ones. Ones that we've been asked specifically. If it's a brand new gun, if I said, oh, appears brand new or as new or whatever, and then somebody asked for a bore condition, you know, if they were here, unless they were really big, I'd have to smack them. Because that's just a dumb question. I just finished saying it's like brand new. So, but we're gonna add some more. Now this one here, you'll be able to tell by the listening, it's actually only falling on half cock. It doesn't go, for whatever reason, it's not quite timed right. So when they drop the hammer, it only goes to half cock. So that's gonna need a little tweaking. That's what you can even tell by the sound as soon as you do it. But it does cycle quite nicely. Lift trap and lift gate there. So that's going to need a little bit of work. That's sometimes half the fun too. Number 123, another 92. These are so nice because they're small. I get the feeling this one has to have been reblued as well. I mean, it's too crisp looking. You know, faint. Oh yeah, because it's been polished away because you can't read the lettering as nice as well. Not as crisp. So it's been reblued, and I'm going to, for poops and giggles, have a quick peek. And the rifling is very quite worn. Very quite worn. Am I allowed to say that? It's still visible and it's shiny. People like to have that term as opposed to dark. I find that that's only answering half the question. So that one, it has been reblued. Number 124 on the 95 here. Really stiff. I'm not saying mechanically an issue. I'm not saying that, oh, something's jamming. I'm just saying it's probably that filthy, but it could also be something a bit mechanical. I don't see anything obvious, but you see where I'm struggling there, right in the middle of the throw. It's quite stiff. So, full disclosure there. 125 and another 92, full length tube. Looks to be fairly unmolested. Half cock. I don't think there's anything to report on that one. Feels quite nice. 126, another 95. And I actually think, and this one I can't say for sure, but I think this one was reblued but ages ago, and there's definitely pitting on it. That's more of a discussion of the images and the description. But it looks to be like it was surface rusted up, cleaned up, and blued, but ages ago, because it's you know, the bluing is wearing again. It's got a natural wear to it after being reblued. In my opinion, 127. Hopefully I won't get bitten in the butt too much for having an opinion, because somebody else disagrees with it. That's where we get into trouble. Lot number 127 on the Lightning. Feels smooth. I know you can't. The gate is a little loose. It's still closing all the way. It feels a little loose there, but it is still closing. So filthy. Needs a good cleaning. Needs a good cleaning. I actually feel like 128, 86, the Model 86. I sometimes feel like cleaning them all when they come in, but you can't do that. It's just too time consuming. Full length tube, octagonal barrel. I'll be interested to know what some people think, if the videos are useless, if it's just not enough information to do you any good. This has got this awesome Redfield sight on it, 129 on the Peep sight. Really nice little fully adjustable target sight there. That's besides the point. Feels good. It definitely feels smooth. Just because, you know, just thinking, well, we can't spend forever doing the videos. They're already very time consuming. And are they a waste because they just don't show enough information? I don't know. I know I can typically get a pretty good opinion just by hearing it cycle. Especially if I shut up. So that one feels nice. With a 95 here, lot number 131. This one's got a fairly tired mechanics as far as the rear sight goes. A little bit beat up. You know, it's been, you know, maybe laying on that side and whatever. It won't go up and down. It looks like it's a little bit bent. That's fairly minor fixing. Even the peep is a bit wonky. Action feels sluggish. Definitely is going to need more than just a little cleaning. It's going to need a minor repair, adjustment. Possibly a good cleaning is all it's going to need, but it feels a bit more than that. It also looks like it was probably surface rusted all over and cleaned up, mechanically cleaned up. 132 is a commemorative. It is a Northwest Territories one, but no box, and was fired a few times. So you could, you know, you no longer have to worry about, oh my gosh, it's completely unfired. This could be your Sunday gun. So put your Sunday go to meeting clothes on, and then go hunting on a Sunday with your shiny gun. So, but very little use. So, you know, it's for the most part you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, somebody took this Northwest Territories piece and shot it right out. No, they shot it a little bit. And so you can buy that one and make it a shooter. Just, you know, nothing wrong with that. This one still has the hanging tag on it. You know, does that mean it was never taken out? It's possible. I don't see any actual evidence. I see some, you know, sort of some debris in there, but it could be more, you know, sort of cardboard. I mean, it's even got styrofoam, you know, from a packing. So it's possible this has never been to a range, and I'd bet $12 it's never been to a range. So I think you could buy this one with a lot of confidence. As far as mechanics go, it's virtually new. Okay, the Model 92, 134 is the lot number. This one's definitely more tired, no denying that one. Could be a really good project for somebody, because I mean, you even have a zip tie holding the tangs and the stock together. The pin here is half broken. Just the head is half broken. Not all that uncommon, but it is there. It does cycle through. It feels sluggish, I'm not going to deny that, but it is cycling through. It's possible that a good cleaning and fixing up the fasteners and hardware might be surprised. I don't know. Again, you know what? Poops and giggles. I got a quick peek in the bore. I promise, moving forward, I'm going to bite myself in the bum here. You can see rifling, you can definitely see that it's not smooth, that is some surface rusting in there, but you can see the rifling. I would call it dark. Does that allow you to paint, does that paint you a clear picture? I don't think it does. If somebody said that to me, it'd still be like, well, what is it? I don't know. So it's a project gun, but I think it's worth doing something with. Especially if somebody's just going to get started on doing some gunsmithing or is just getting handy with it. Now that's a perfect piece to do it with. 135 on the sharps. I'm not going to drop the hammer on this one just because these, you know, straight onto that nipple is not favorite. But I mean, you can hear good positive engagement. Stays down, stays up, it's not saggy. It definitely has had some life, some history, but definitely worth buying as well. We've got two coming up. This one's actually mislabeled as far as the lot number goes, so we got a little tag on there. We got two 66s. Perfect example of bores. That's not a perfect example. These are bad bores. These are from black powder. They're quite gone, but that's normal as well. So full disclosure, I'm saying it out loud. I can't believe I'm saying it out loud. But there's no spring action on this one, so it does cycle quite smoothly. But and the hammer will fall, but the spring for it is probably broken, disconnected. Not an uncommon thing either, though. So, but let's see, it still goes to half cock. and a full cock, and then it drops. The saddle ring, it's had some finish, redone. Those of you that collect 66s can look at that at a glance and tell, has something been replaced or whatever. It's a good starter piece for sure. But it's got black powder corrosion in the barrel. And if we haven't already, if there's not already a picture of the bore on the website, there will be before bidding closes, put it that way. Could be today, could be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're running out of time. This is actually lot number 137. We had the wrong number tag on it. This one is still a rim fire. I should have said, the last one is converted to center fire. This one is still a rim fire. That's why this one's an antique and the other one is non-restricted. You can see the corrosion in there. Action, is that even lifting? It's not lifting. So it's a little bit of a project gun too. Does it want to lift? Not really, kinda. So it's another project gun as well, and the bore's gone. Or it's just leave it the way it is and hang it on the wall. It's an antique, so you can do that, and then you can just say, I have a serious piece of history there, which you do, and there's nothing to be ashamed of there. 138 on the Schneider, the last one in this batch. Very positive, and I can even dry fire without feeling guilty because I do have this cap on there. Otherwise, these ones are not favorite to be dry firing a whole bunch. Positive hinging, it unlocks, locks, it's good and connected there. Sight is positive. This is a nice piece. And it's got the little cap there on that one. So that's it for this lot. This goes up to 138. We're gonna get another batch going as well, get another one in the oven. So thanks for watching. Obviously, all the information is at the bottom of in the verbiage below the screen or below the thing. And also it's a brand new YouTube channel that we will start to try and do something with. So feel free to subscribe, and it'll be only firearms stuff. You're not going to see videos of my kids or of non-firearms auctions. So my name is Brad Ward. Thanks for watching.